man, so Aptos is up over 480% in the last few weeks. Is this a Kadena killer? From these two projects, which would I rather have in my portfolio? Which will I be looking to buy the dip on? In this video, we're going to break down the differences between the two and which one I like, plus do a bunch of TA here for you guys. It's been a while since we've done a Kadena update, so I'm due to give you guys that. We did make a video on Aptos, however, a little while ago. I shared my views on Aptos. Make sure you go watch that one as well. But look at this, guys, up 480+% here, just to where we're at now here on Aptos. And you guys know that this is a manipulated pump, right? Let's be real about this. Let's get straight out of the gate. There is no substance behind this blockchain. A lot of people give Kadena stick, they give Cardano stick, they even gave Phantom stick to say, look, where's the activity on the chain? It's a ghost chain, right? What's going on? Well, suddenly with Aptos, this is okay, and everybody's jumping on the bandwagon to partake in this run. So you can see here, Aptos, hugely extended here. I mean, if we were to do TA, there's no point. There's no TA here that can help you, really. This has just gone for an absolute tear, and there's no reason to justify why it's up at this level. Let's put this into perspective, guys. Let's take a look at this. So Aptos is sitting at a market cap currently of about 2.6 billion. Now that's one thing compared to Phantom's 1.4 billion and Kadena's $250 million. $250 million, yes. So 20x the size in market cap today of Kadena. But here's where it gets worse. Look at the fully diluted. Fully diluted, I already had a slight concern with Kadena's, right? You got 22% only in circulating supply, more tokens to be released, and you're sitting there 1.1 billion. But I can stomach 1.1 billion, at least it's still sensible. Look at the fully diluted market cap here on Aptos, still coming out the end of a bear market, sitting at almost 17 billion in fully diluted market cap on Aptos for a chain where, you know, you're seeing probably 7 transactions per second actually happening right now. Right? And maybe 500,000 transactions per day. And even that, who knows where it's manipulated, who's actually using it, because I can't find any community members. I made a video and I said, guys, if you're a real Aptos community member and you have a reason, please tell me. I actually want to open my eyes to it. I don't just want to call it a manipulation or give it stick. If there are actually people who are using it. When Solana had its run up, for all the people that hated it for the VCs, and I didn't like the VC element, people were using it. You could speak to people, you could see people online buying NFTs, using the Solana network, downloading the wallets. Who's doing that for Aptos, right? With Phantom, I know that's going on. There's a community there, there's people using it. And in fact, once they use Phantom and they experience and low transaction fees and the speed of it, they always say that they want to continue using it. So you can see a real use case behind it. And you know there's no major VC funds meddling the price or manipulating it here. With Kadena, it's interesting as well, because yes, we know that they've got a long roadmap. They want to continue to scale and do a bunch of things, and we need to see more activity. But we've been in the bear market, right? We have to give it the benefit of the doubt. But when I look at Kadena versus Aptos, I mean, I'd go for Kadena well before Aptos for a few different reasons. One, I don't like the way Aptos has been manipulated so far. If that changes, then fine. But also, I don't like their connection. The way this was spun out from DM and Libra over at Facebook Meta, who knows where Zuckerberg's tentacles are lied in? They're partnering with the Web2 community, like Google, right? This seems like the poster baby child of Web2. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe they're completely separate. I just do not like how it's come about and how it's acting. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't seem like a community-driven, decentralized play. It seems very centralized with a huge focus on the incumbents in Zuckerberg and Google and the Web2 people who want to try control Web3 as well. Maybe I've got a tinfoil hat on. Let me know if I'm wrong. I want to hear your view. It's still early days here, and it's an idea we need to explore. The other thing with Kadena, which I like, is the fact that it's proof of work. I've mentioned this a few times. The initial thing that put Kadena on my roadmap, outside of chain web and the scalability that they can actually scale and do it energy efficiently. I've covered this off in previous videos. I'll link them up, but you can search my name, search Kadena, go through those videos to catch up. But I like the fact that it's proof of work, right? It's a proof of work, scalable layer 1 solution. And I've said this time and time again. If you look at the battleground, which is layer 1 solutions, what is the one thing we know? If you've made it this far into the video and you someday want to be able to read the markets, do technical analysis, trade as we are doing on this channel, then perhaps you may want to check out my free technical analysis from scratch course over on SKILLSHARE. For those who aren't familiar, SKILLSHARE is an online education platform. You sign up for a nominal amount each month and you get access to a wide variety of different courses. I personally use it to learn all sorts of things, from video editing to financial to using Excel and various other bits and pieces that you may want to learn. It's far better than YouTube on those elements, because on YouTube everything is about retention, whereas with a course you can put things in a structured curriculum, and that is exactly what I've done with my TA course. It's completely free for the first 30 days. If you click the link in the description, ijaz.uk/TA, to take advantage of the TA course. Let me know what you think about it, and let's get back into this video. We know that the adoption of crypto is going to be hugely correlated to the ability of these layer 1s to scale and attract great dApp developers. Now, if you look at it, you had Bitcoin, which was the initial cryptocurrency, undefeated, proven since 2008, nobody's managed to hack it, no downtime, it's done phenomenally well, and it's built on proof of work. And then you had Ethereum, built on proof of work, very good track record in the layer 1 space. Now recently, Ethereum went through ETH 2.0, became proof of stake. You've got Cardano, proof of stake, Solana, proof of stake, you've got Phantom, proof of stake. You've got all of these now coming out with their own consensus mechanisms. But the one that was proven from a security point of view, is proof of work. Even Ethereum's proof of stake has to be tested over many years, right? It's lost that track record because they've started again. When we're looking for a platform that can actually be secure yet scalable, the one proven consensus method we've got with the longest history is proof of work. So I always wanted to hold a proof of work layer 1 solution. And now, for now that's Kadena. Maybe there's going to be others competing as well, but I don't just want my layer 1s to all be one consensus mechanism. That opens you up to a huge risk. What happens if someone finds a vulnerability in all proof of stake mechanisms? This will be a disaster for a lot of people's portfolios who just have, Ethereum, Phantom, Solana, Cardano, all things are the same, Avalanche, right? You end up in a little bit of a mess if there's an exploit found. So for me, that's always the way I thought about it. It was like a hedge to my portfolio. It doesn't need to be a huge amount, but it's something I wanted in there nonetheless. Now on to whether I think now is actually a good time to be adding. Let's jump into the charts. And if you jump into the charts, you can see Kadena down 2% today here. We were here on the daily forming this double bottom pattern. We broke to the upside, but look at the weakness here. I was just a bit disappointed here. You can see there's horizontal resistance at the 144 mark, which we had marked out, and it's no coincidence that we struggled from here and coming back down for support. Now we need to see, will it bounce, importantly, from this neckline of the W pattern? Okay, so we need to retest it and bounce and break through 144 here on Kadena. Let's bring out the EMA ribbon, and you can see that exactly ties in with our EMA ribbon. We need to get support here from this EMA ribbon, bounce and break with volume through 144. If we can do that, that would be a major level to clear, and then we can look towards 185. Now, longer term, what am I looking for here on Kadena? Well, if you look at it here on the weekly chart, you can see that Kadena's been on a bit of a roller coaster, right? If you look at this on this chart, you can see the highs took it up to $7.64. So you want to be looking at that and saying, okay, can we head towards that? But first point of call is 185 and then 229. These are comfortable horizontal levels, which I think Kadena can work its way back to. Now, am I going to buy the dip right now? I want to see this. I want to see this just come back down a little bit. So you can see here we're running into our weekly EMA ribbon. I just want to be patient on this. If we see a pullback on Bitcoin, I might top this up a little bit. And again, it's not a huge big part of my portfolio. I don't want anybody to think this is a huge part of my portfolio. It's a small part of the layer 1 segment of my portfolio, just to make sure I've hedged my bets and I've got something in the proof of work space. Now, does this mean I think Kadena is the best thing since sliced bread? No, there's a lot of things they need to work on. I want to see more progress. I want to see faster progress, but I do have to give them the benefit of the doubt that a lot of projects were struggling throughout the 2022 bear market. So Kadena needs to have a big 2023, and I will be looking at it to see if it can actually deliver meaningful results with a slight better market here in 2023. Let me know your thoughts on Kadena. Are you actively adding it? Are you staying away from it? Do you prefer Aptos? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to go watch this video here, and I'll see you in the next one.